The Tirpitz is a proof that you don't need to do anything to be recognizable. Just like the derps who bought high tier chips yet have no experience on high tier games. To not be a derp, you use the Tirpitz like dreadnoughts, wrecking people dreams the closer it gets. It's an unimog, on water, with guns, and an AMG badge. You take advantage of covers, to get closer and surprise the enemy. You keep up with friendly cruisers with your speed and support them with quick offensive action. You focus on killing inferior ships before everything else, so your team can push and occupy enemy homeland. Her guns had great arcs and flies fast, perfect for invading citadels. It doesn't get deck armor, because apparently the Germans love convertibles. You do not flash the Tirpitz lower hull to enemy team, if you don't want to get added to their list of favorite things to shoot. You point your bow directly at enemy ship, because your frontal armor is a giant middle finger to enemy AP shell. Then you charge the helpless fella, and uppercut them with torpedoes from point blank range, so you can get 100% torpedo hit ratio. Finish him. You use game sense, and dodge torpedoes like a pro with Tirpitz excellent handling. If you want to stay at the back of the fleet and snipe like a scrub, the Japanese are better offering. But if you only care about making credits and ruining people's day, look no further. Pro tips: use its torpedoes lead assist to guesstimate the direction of your target and land perfect salvo every single time. You pretend to be a derp. It's an obvious situation to fool the enemy and mess up their rank, because that's how people see Tirpitz driver. This is how you set up your cruise liner. If you want to be a stealthy ninja, you take main battery, gun accuracy, damage control 1, rudder shift, and concealment upgrades. For the captain skills you take situational awareness, so you can see that you are being noticed. Expert marksman because MLG quickscope. Superintendent for extra health pack. Advanced firing training, because everything else are useless. And finally concealment expert, because 12.3 kilometer detection on a battleship. This build allows you to stalk and sneak undetected. Then you catch brain dead cruisers off guard by sending them a warm greeting before vanishing again. If you want to go for a brawler build, then
congratulations! You are not a pussy! Now you're a badass!
You take secondaries upgrade instead of gun accuracy, then damage control 2 instead of rudder shift, and finally target system acquisition instead of concealment, because you are a badass. For the captain skills, you trade situational awareness for basics of survivability, because badass is always being noticed. Then you take vigilance to spot pedals even further, or take superintendent if the torpedoes don't bother you. Finally you trade concealment expert with manual secondaries and get yourself a Cleveland free of charge. Now you can win 1v1 fight against almost every other ship at close range and humiliate YOLO destroyer with your secondaries by watching them melt to death. Now that you are no longer a derp, go out there and drive the Tirpitz before the RAF comes.